My name is Nisha and I'm a Senior Project Manager here at Novicell UK. In this video, we'll be talking about the fourth phase of the web development process with Kieran from 7am, where the website is now ready for content. At this stage, we're mostly complete with development work and we're working on maybe some final tweaks to features. And really, we're at the stage where we're ready to hand over to 7am to begin content population. So beforehand, it's really Novicell that I'm in control here. We're leading the development cycle and all of the sprint processes. But at this stage, we take more of an advisory role, more of a backseat, and we allow Kieran and the team to really play with the CMS and start putting their content in. So we don't want to leave anybody in the dark during our development process. So we make sure as we develop, we demo the back office to the 7am team. So when they do get to the place where they're ready to content populate, they've already received demos of every single feature and know exactly how to use them. So during the content population phase of the project, we also engage with the SEO team here at Novicell. The SEO team will review the content as it goes up on the site and provide advice on things like making sure we're using the correct H1 titles, ensuring that we're indexing the correct pages, not showing the 404 page, for example, in the robots text, and just making sure that the site is technically sound from an SEO perspective. Also for launch, we provide SEO support in the sense of 301 redirects to make sure that we're not losing users from the previous website as we launch the new website, and just final tweaks in terms of URL structures.
Our old website had become a bit of a mismatch of content, and what we tried to do for each world, each page, look at who the audience was, what are the key call to actions, what is the purpose of the page. So every page had to have a purpose, and then key like elevator pitches for that page. What would you say to someone in the lift if you were going to describe what this page is doing and what the content on it is trying to do? So we produced design templates for the content team to follow. The content team would send us example content to put into the design, and we kind of went through a step-by-step phase of that process. So this was really good. So we had both Nisha and Lars at Novicell to help us with this. So internally we have a UI designer called Anna, and she would design the modules or the elements in Sketch, and we would send those over to Novicell for review, and we would have basically design review sessions. And at that point, Novicell would challenge us, and they would say, actually, have you thought about this? What about if you slightly change the element to do this? Or you could use the base module that comes with Novicell Umbraco Premium. And so that kind of started from the design phase, but then also when we were adding content, Nisha and Lars would jump on calls with us and review the content and go, actually, you could probably use this module for this, and maybe switch over to putting this content over here, and that would actually probably flow better. So there was kind of a lot of interactions with Novicell, right from design all the way through to we're getting this website live, we've got to press that button. Really easy. Like we came from Sitecore, which is quite complex, or I found it quite complex anyway. But yeah, for Umbraco, it was really quick. Even I could do it, and crazily, Nisha and the guys trusted me to do it as well. Usually we would leave that to the content manager, Ben, but we had me getting involved, we had Anna, the designer, getting involved adding content, we had Ben getting involved. So all of us were there trying to get the website live for the December launch day. But yeah, I was quite impressed at how simple it was, and that's one of the major benefits of moving over to it. Is the simplicity of the back end just makes things a whole lot easier. When Ben's off, none of us are afraid to pick up content updates in the website now. It's just easy, just press a button and it's pretty much done.
We always leave wiggle room because we don't want to ship something if we're not all completely happy with it. So we'll take discussions with Kieran and the team, weigh up the value of adding in a new feature or a tweak against the kind of budget impact that might have, and take a team decision as to whether we do proceed with this change.